Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we are over on Summer Arena with the same two players from a recent video, BoYcaH against SiZe up in the north. NMC Summer Arena is the official map name. Bunch of NMC maps that were made by, I think, the Russian community, Russian/Ukrainian community, a few years ago, and I think it was an NMC tournament. Was it new map contest, something like that? That's basically where this map originated from. And up in the north we've got BiG with the orange GLA Toxin, and then all the way down in the south we have BoYcaH with the red GLA Toxin. So this is part of their bet mirror that bet GLA mirrors that I told you about, if I'm not mistaken. It was 3-to-1 odds. BoYcaH having a better return on his money should he win. So, for example, if SiZe was only betting $25, then BoYcaH would... if SiZe was betting $75, then BoYcaH would have only bet $25. That was how a 3-to-1 odds bet would work. I don't know if they did exactly that. Potentially SiZe lost some big money or won a little bit. Let's see. This is just one of the games from that set. We've got BiG going for a tech RPG, and a worker's going to be put inside of there as well. Over on the right hand side we've got a technical from BoYcaH. Both players have gone for 3 supplies. BoYcaH with a worker over here on the left hand side, and gone for a rebel there, but ran straight into a tox tunnel, and the tox tunnel will take it down. Technical for BoYcaH trying to get into this box, but it's quite a nice tightly done box there for SiZe, considering it is a little bit last minute there as well. Technical continues to harass, but has not achieved anything so far. Could get in the worker line. Only gets no workers. No, not even the Tox. Not even the Tox remnants killed anything there. So SiZe's defense so far has been on point. Lost 0 workers. You can tell money is on the line here because, as Xcal told me, SiZe doesn't box his workers unless there is money on the line. If there's additional money on the line or a bet, then he will box. That's the difference in level you get from BiG. So SiZe pressing in with a few technicals now. I think he's got some RPGs and a worker inside of there. He does drop off a worker back here. Tech RPG from BoYcaH. There was a counter, and 2 technicals go down, 1 from each player. 2 now from SiZe do go down, and SiZe is focused here on the barracks. But SiZe will eventually lose all of these RPGs, sacrificing them for a barracks kill, but he is also getting a tunnel up, and SiZe securing himself pretty much this whole right side, whereas BoYcaH's kind of got this left side, but now this tunnel is throwing a little bit of a spanner in the works. Behind this, SiZe's gone for a second arms dealer, and BoYcaH also gone for a second arms dealer and building a new barracks to replace the one he's just lost from the RPGs. BoYcaH denies that worker, but I don't think that's going to cause too many issues. I'm pretty sure that tunnel is still going to get up. BoYcaH now going for the oils, although he doesn't have the capture upgrade just yet. SiZe usually has his oils by now on this map, and especially in the GLA mirror. Normally he would send a rebel pretty fast to get those, but looks like he's actually opted for a 4th supply more quickly. BoYcaH pressing on the left hand side, but I'm not too sure he can push any further with the backup from SiZe here. Looks like he will take down that tunnel though. Going to be hard to press in with that bunker being there. You have to hug this left hand side, which puts you in a bad spot, or you have to come in with a rebel, technical on a rebel, and clear it. But yeah, SiZe's tunnel here has been cleared, and that's taken BoYcaH actually ahead in now in terms of XP. Pretty much just that one tunnel has put him ahead, because the tunnel I think gives either 99 or 101 XP, something like that. So BoYcaH being slightly ahead there. Worker versus worker here on the right. SiZe not gone for the oils just yet. He's not even queued up some rebels, which is just doing now actually. SiZe has a bit of an attack on the right. SiZe has got more ground on this right side than BoYcaH has on the left, but only just. But SiZe is on a 4th. BoYcaH's on a 4th. SiZe now dropping down a 5th, and we can hear 1 oil being captured, and that is from BoYcaH. BoYcaH also dropping down a 5th. Quite even so far, but when then 2 oils come in for BoYcaH, he will be quite far ahead economically. 3rd war factory going down. This is, or being placed down rather. It's quite a cute little base structure going on here from Boyca, to be fair. Very nicely arranged. Fifth supply complete, and Boyca's 2 oils. The capture there is complete as well. SiZe lagging just a little bit behind. He's actually going for a palace sooner than the 3 arms dealers that Boyca is on. Now, this is a position that Boyca loves to be on. He loves to be on 3 arms dealers, pumping out them scorpions. It's a position he strives to get to. And, yeah, whenever he's in it, he performs very, very well. Of course, anyone with loads of tanks and loads of tunnels and loads of cash should be in a strong position, but Boyca really loves to be in that position. He's dropping down a 3rd arms dealer now, SiZe, after his palace has already begun. SiZe floating 6k, but there's nothing new there. In fact, that's actually a little bit less than SiZe normally floats. It's going up to 7k though. Palace now being built by Boyca. The workers here look a little bit inefficient in terms of their collection. 10k there. Okay, that's strange. Maybe because SiZe only got 4 workers. Yeah, SiZe only got 4 workers, or Boyca has 5. Okay. Yeah, these crates do mine out pretty quick. SiZe has already mined those out. Boyca just really sealing this entrance off from any potential push there from SiZe. And Boyca now going to engage this middle building. I'm not too sure if that's the right thing to do, although he does bring in a bunch of rebels. And he's clearing out these bunkers. Is Boyca going to really be able to push this back? The help of these RPGs here are really pressing SiZe. Boyca bringing even more scorpions. Got another 3 raring to go. But yeah, those rebels look like they have actually broken through. There is another building back here, but SiZe has lost at least the first line of defense. But like, even just having one of these buildings is so hard for the attacking force to press in. So even though Boyca's cleared the first line of defense, he's still not achieved anything really. Was that a TNT? Looked like a TNT. A load of terrorists there are dead. Bit brave going for a TNT against the Tox. Most of the time, your terrorists are going to die to the toxin radiation. But SiZe so far is holding the line. He's actually ahead now in terms of the XP. He's now building buggies, and the first market in Scudstorm is going down. Actually, second market. Boyca building 2 markets first, and the Scudstorms is quite samey actually. SiZe always slightly ahead in terms of like the palace, the markets, and the Scud, but Boyca was ahead in terms of the oils. The only real difference is that Boyca prioritized getting 3 arms dealers, whereas SiZe prioritized getting that palace. So very similar play so far with just tiny variations. Let's see how that's going to make a difference going into the later game. You probably prefer the faster palace and the faster upgrades and the more XP that SiZe has got, but it does look like Boyca's having some success. He's killed that oil now. That was a really good shot with all them scorpion rockets there. A load of SiZe scorpions there going down. SiZe going a little bit too close there, losing an extra tank. But yeah, that oil kill does mean a lot, you know. Really does. SiZe is going to need to try and even things up. But with that line of defense and this line of defense, you can imagine that it's going to be pretty hard, or take quite a long time before that oil, or any of those oils on the left, is going to go down. Boyca sells his supply on the right, and he's building a CC. It's a very cute little base, isn't it? Still. Building everything like... Everything's on a 90-degree angle. Nothing's built, apart from that tunnel. There's nothing there is built like a crazy angle. Okay, Boyca dropping down another Scudstorm. SiZe's first Scudstorm is on the map, and a second one being built now as well. John McKell here for Boyca has sniped 2 tanks, but SiZe's John McKell doesn't look to be anywhere in sight. Both players now on buggies. Both got about the same amount of buggies as well. That engagement there more beneficial for SiZe. But Boyca keeps bringing his radar van, which is interesting. Oh, that was a big Scorpion rocket hit there on some buggies. Not sure quite how many went down. But SiZe has got 2 Scudstorms out now, but he's an oil down. Boyca not using the lettering strat that Marikar does. That's actually SiZe's 3rd Scudstorm, okay. I mean, this map is kind of bunkery. It's a bit like trench warfare, isn't it? Like to gain an inch of ground costs you so many GLA lives here. So making scud storms, that's interesting. Yeah, making scud storms this late into the game, as the game approaches the late stage rather, is probably going to be the right option. Speaking of right, it looks like SiZe is gaining ground on this right hand side. But yeah, that extra supply there is no need for that from Boyca, I don't think. Why redo that? You can just long distance collect that. It's not worth the additional 1500, I don't think. But Boyca obviously feels different about that. Boyca's actually the one floating some cash here. Rebel Ambush comes in for SiZe, kills 3 or 4 buggies. And that should allow SiZe now to gain some ground. He's got superior numbers and a superior position here against these defensive tunnels. And SiZe is steaming ahead now in terms of the XP. He's got 3 scud storms on the battlefield. I think it's fair to say that SiZe is ahead right now. Although it has been looking good for Boyca so far. And remember, that oil still makes a difference. But maybe little mistakes like building that extra supply there, not selling those 2 as well, maybe that'll come back to bite Boyca if he does go on to lose this game. Who knows? SiZe nearly 5k. SiZe is mostly hugging the sides of the map, like I've mentioned before. You prevent sneak attacks then as well. Like if you close that gap there, I'm pretty sure maybe a sneak attack can't get there anyway, but if you hug the sides of the map, just makes sneak attacks harder to do, I think. Yeah, I just think this is more efficient. Even though the cash comes in slightly later, it's not worth building a whole new supply for $1,500 because there isn't that much more than $1,500 left here. Boyca just needs to be careful because he's going a little bit too close to that building. This building has been repaired, by the way. SiZe is back in it. The SiZe is clearing the left, and if he can get that oil, he can even up the oil situation, then he's definitely considered to be ahead. Fall off range there with the buggy missiles means that SiZe keeps all of his buggies alive. There's another scud storm going up for SiZe as well. Quite scud storm heavy. And not loads of cash. I think once that one's built, I think he should focus more on markets. I know he's probably got a nice balance so far. Maybe for the top level, maybe this is the perfect balance. Just wonder if Boyca's got a few more markets and it comes into a big spammy game, or let's say SiZe loses that army. Is he going to have the cash to replace it quickly? Because yeah, he is getting money from the bounty money. From the cash bounty. But yeah, the smaller your army gets, the less units you're going to kill, and then it's like a slippery slope, isn't it? Then you're going to get less cash bounty because you've got less units killing less stuff. But Boyca keeps going too close to these buildings, man. He lost 3 buggies there for pretty much no reason. Because that building can just be replaced. Can just be repaired, rather. Okay, he's killing the RPGs now. But yeah, 3 buggies for that? Quite expensive. $1,100, I think, for Tox, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, SiZe really wants to kill this oil, you can tell, and Boyca really wants to defend this oil. SiZe continues to press both of the flanks. This right side is going to be cleared of tunnels once again. But have we seen a Jarman, like, at all from SiZe? Like, I don't think we have. I can hear the Jarman for Boyca, but oh yeah, it's been brought over here now. But I think Jarman, even though he's an expensive unit, and it's just like, oh yeah, he's just an infantry, and he's like $1,500. He's not like a tank. He's not like a buggy, for example, and you can almost build 2 buggies for the same price, or whatever, or 1.5. I do think Jarman pays for himself pretty quick, because even if you kill a couple of RPG troopers, that's straight away like $600. And if you even snipe 1 buggy, which then you can capture, that's already paid for himself and more. SiZe has now got 2 scud storms ready. Oh, Boyca's fired one. Oh my god, where's it hit? It's the palace. Oh, it's not finished the palace. But Boyca is here. He has finished it now. He's finished it. I think he's going to suicide these buggies. Yeah, he kills the palace. So, whoa. Another Scud Storm here from SiZe. Almost missed that. It's a double Scud Storm. Kills the palace. And most of the production, because he built all of his base all compact there. Boyca lost 2 arms dealers, I think. And we've got a sneak attack now from SiZe down in the south of the map. Ooh, Rebel Ambush used right on top of it. Kills a load of buggies and sends the rest packing home. I feel like Boyca's behind now. Because his production has been completely wrecked. And I think SiZe has got enough units out to keep the pressure on. Another arms dealer been built. Another arms dealer been built. Boyca's got 8k. Buggy's coming in again from this right hand side. SiZe has got another Scud Storm ready to launch. I don't even know which one it is. It's not 2, is it? It's going to be that one. It's actually going to hit the oil. And we got another Scud Storm taking off at exactly the same moment. Where's that one going to hit? It's going to hit the other oil. Okay, so all oils except this one are now cleared. So Boyca's got an oil advantage, but he is losing a lot of ground here on this right hand side. It's like almost lost a complete half of his base. SiZe awkwardly running past the tunnel here that is still alive and killing his buggies. Boyca chases these buggies but loses a ton in the meanwhile. And the only person with a buggy remaining there is SiZe now. Yeah, a lot of units gone down there from both sides. Well, SiZe is floating 13k, so I think he's at that stage again where he just thinks I've won. So you can tell he's taking the foot off the gas. Here comes an Anthrax bomb from Boyca. Unfortunately, in Toxin areas, they don't achieve that much, especially when there's already Scorpions out, because they can just force fire the ground and instantly clear it. They'll still kill infantry and stuff, so that now it kills some workers. But SiZe can just force fire the ground with some Scorpions. Speaking of Scorpions, he is pressing the issue in the middle here with a load of Scorpions. SiZe also pushing on the left-hand side. He's pushing on 3 fronts, really. This is a small front. But he is pressing in the middle as well, and on the left. So Boyca's got multiple fronts to worry about at the moment. He's got a lot of RPGs here, though. And SiZe has spent a bit of his cash. Maybe he's feeling a little bit more pressure. He is force firing the ground to clear the Anthrax. SiZe continues to push on the left. Right-hand side attack. A little bit slow, but the arms dealer there is going to go down. Jean-Michel will clear all of this, and Boyca's lost a complete half of his base now. Boyca's defended this left side so far, but there's still one annoying buggy. I don't know if... Oh yeah, Boyca does have a palace. Sneak attack now from Boyca. Boyca's going to need a really powerful sneak attack if he's going to have any chance of winning this game. He kills one market. Big pop here from SiZe. Is Boyca going to run away from this, or is he going to stand and fight his ground? So far, it looks like he wants to stand and fight. However, I don't know if that's the right decision. He's lost a lot of his Scorpions, although he is killing a lot too. SiZe continues to attack on this right side. He's actually killing the CC. Boyca now turns his attention to another market. Another Scud Storm has launched, and that one is from SiZe here. There's got to be somewhere over here, I think. Yeah. There's pretty much nowhere else you're going to hit, really, because you're attacking here. What did he actually kill? One of the arms dealers, I think. Boyca continues to pressure the sneak attack. However, he only has very few units out. He's going to need a bit of a monstrous attack or some kind of a comeback here if he's going to do anything, because this is looking like SiZe is cleared up. He's winning the battle in his base. He's completely just chomping away at Boyca's base just with a few RPGs and that Jarman, wherever the Jarman's gone. Boyca launches a Scud, and Boyca has been defeated. I wonder if the missiles stay in the air. I don't think so.
You are victorious.
When you've defeated. I wonder if in a team game, if you launch a Scud and then surrender, do they stay in the air? I think they probably do. They just belong to your teammate. Yeah, I don't know. Off topic anyway. But yeah, nice try there from Boyca. I did think Boyca was going to win that. I had a feeling he was going to win, because I did hear he did quite well in this GLA mirror matchup bet they did. And he was an oil ahead for a while. He was 3 arms dealers ahead. Not 3 arms dealers ahead, but he was on 3 arms dealers before SiZe. But the key difference was SiZe focused on getting his palace and then did a 3rd arms dealer later, and therefore got all the upgrades sooner. He would have BoYcaH shoes sooner. He would have had the buggy ammo upgrades sooner. He would have had the Anthrax Gamma sooner. But yeah, it's true that BoYcaH did have an extra oil for a while. And actually, he got his first 2 oils before SiZe got his first 2 as well. So it's interesting, the cash difference there. Maybe BoYcaH's mistake was attacking into that middle position. Even though he did kill 1 oil, he did lose a lot of tanks, engaging into them bunkers and stuff. But other than that, I think there was very few mistakes here. It's just a really solid GLA Tox mirror on Summer Arena. Yeah, really well played. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments, GG, and see you in the next one.